hmm So, in your mind, man, when do you think baseball stopped being our community's primary sport?
Um, I don't know what actually happened or occurred that forced that issue, um, but I just can imagine maybe the popularity of other sports, gaining more attention.
Hmm.
I remember there was a time where, like you said in Vallejo, where baseball was everything. I
Yeah.
remember it was kind of for me to hear somebody playing football. I was like, "You playing what? Pop Warner football? What's that?"
Right.
Like, you know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? That's what it was. Like, what's that?
Yeah.
It wasn't no such thing. I mean, not that it wasn't a such thing, but people in Vallejo really wasn't playing basketball as kids. Like
Ah.
basketball wasn't a thing for us because we was outside. We
Yeah.
was outside kids. So baseball is outside. Um,
Yep.
I don't know when. I can only imagine that maybe as basketball became more popular and the superstars became more, during the Michael Jordan era. Now it's like, oh, I want to dunk now.
Hmm.
I want to
Hmm.
be able to fly like MJ. You know, that's kind of the only thing I could think that maybe the table started to turn.
Yeah.
The other turning table might have been the fact that the MLB program used to exist. I
Yeah.
mean, not the MLB, the RBI program.
RBI. Yeah.
Yeah, used to
Yeah.
exist where major leagues was really invested in all these little community leagues, making sure that they can breed young talent.
Yeah.
I think at some point there became a disconnect there, and the major leagues kind of backed out, and though a lot of the youth leagues stopped receiving the funds and the resources necessary to help keep the league going. And
Yeah.
I think the combination of all of that um, had a lot to do with it, you know?
I agree. I agree. And I was thinking about this question, and I kind of put the starting point of baseball starting to die out in our communities, and it's not putting blame anywhere, but the Jordan era. You just mentioned it, but when that Jordan era came in, it really made basketball seem so much more cooler than any
Hmm.
other sport because Nike had put a machine, a marketing machine behind Michael Jordan.
Hmm.
Because in we were in high school in the early 90's. Jordan was already in the league by then, but this was just when the Bulls started being good. So,
Hmm.
it was like, okay, yeah, Michael Jordan, yeah, I heard of him, out of North Carolina. Okay, he's cool. But then them shoes came out.
Yeah, man, for
Like the
sure.
Jordan ones, like okay, whatever.
No.
But I think by our age, it was probably about them fours.
Yeah, I think
We,
it was
we
the
were in high
four.
school. High school when them fours came out, and everybody wanted them. Like
Yeah.
before then, everybody was going to the mall, going to Copeland Sports,
Yep.
and getting them 2 for $60 Diodoras
Yeah.
or the two for
The
60 British Knights
British Knights or the Elise or
or the
something like
Elites.
that.
Yeah,
Hmm.
everybody was going to get them, but
Troops.
then or troops. Yeah, that's what we was rocking. But when around them Jordan fours, when them Jordan fours dropped,
That changed the game.
that changed the game because not only was this a dope looking shoe, you had this amazing basketball player that you were seeing everywhere.
Hmm.
Every Bulls game was on TV, whether it was a weekend game or a midweek game. You were seeing the Bulls. Sports Center, it was a lead story. It,
Hmm.
it, it could have been the World Series going on, but if Michael Jordan and the Bulls were playing that night, they leading with that. Oh,
Yes,
and in other
absolutely.
news, there was a World Series.
Exactly. That's how it was. Because MJ was so polarizing as a player. He forced you to watch
Yeah.
like the things that he did during his time. Nowadays, we see a lot of players doing some of those things,
Hmm.
but back then, he was one of very few that
Yeah.
could fly like that, that could dunk like that, that can
Yeah.
make it look really good while they in the air. Now we got a
Hmm.
bunch of guys that can do that, but back then it wasn't too many that was
Yeah.
doing that. He
It wasn't
he
too
was
many.
one of one.
Yeah. Yeah.
really, when it came to that. And so you're right, like it made him so cool. It made basketball so cool. Those shoes came out, everybody wanted to wear them, and then we attached the shoes, the freshness, the cool, the swag of
Yeah.
the shoes to Michael Jordan, which is
Hmm.
a black basketball player. So
Yeah.
now we want to be black basketball players.
Yeah.
Like our sports, our baseball heroes coming up, Reggie Jackson and Ricky Henderson, Bonds, those players, but they didn't have a shoe. They
No.
didn't have commercials. They
No.
wasn't in movies. They wasn't flying through the air.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly. Like we could go to Foot Locker and get Michael Jordan's shoe. We couldn't go nowhere to get them feelers that Barry Bonds was wearing.
Right. No, exactly. We couldn't.
He was the only cat in the MLB wearing
Some feelers.
feeler cleats. Like
That was fresh too, though.
it was fresh. Now they was dope.
That's
I
really
would not lie.
that's really some swag. Like he had his own swag. Like,
He
yeah,
had
I'm,
his
I'm
own
rocking
swag,
these
but the thing
feelers.
is, we couldn't get it.
Yep. Yep.
you know and so I think Major League Baseball really missed out on that opportunity. They had opportunities like when them Griffey shoes came out. Them
Mm,
Griffey shoes went hard still to
yeah.
this day. If I can
Yeah.
find a pair, I'll snatch them up today.
Hmm.
uh the Deion Sanders prime shoes, those weren't
Oh
football
yeah.
shoes. They started
Yeah.
out as baseball training shoes.
Hmm.
And so they just missed out on opportunity of marketing those players just as hard as MJ. But I think that MJ train was moving so full speed ahead at that time. It was too little, too late.
Yeah.
By then, because you Gatorade got it right. In that song, I want to be like Mike. Truly, everybody wanted to be like Mike. Not only for his prowess on the court, but you wanted to be who he was off the court, because they would show him pulling up to the game in a Ferrari, and he's
Hmm.
stepping out in that dope, three-piece, Italian
Full
custom
suit.
made
Yeah.
suit.
With
So
the walk.
with the walk, everybody wanted to be pigeon toe.
Everybody trying to walk like Michael Jordan.
Right. And so you did. He was the first person that you saw walk into the arena. Now we see that every night, whether it's NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball. Still slow about that, but I mean, stuff like that, creates interest. Like
Yeah.
I'm tuning in early because I want to see what Allen Iverson wearing to the game tonight. I want to
Hmm.
see what Kobe got on. I want to see what LeBron rocking tonight. I want to see what my favorite NFL player what they got on tonight. But when it comes to Major League Baseball, play ball. That's it.
Yeah. That's it. Just play ball.